Good afternoon, Mrunal and Santosh. Yes, Anurag Tripathi, Elias, join fast, all of you. Nowadays, students are coming late. Why all the students are coming late? Have you read the lesson? Have you all read the lesson? Okay. Only Santosh, he has written yes. What about others? Elias also written. Okay. Rutuja also saying yes. Okay, good. So in the last period, we have discussed that our chapter India, climate, vegetation and wildlife. In that one part we have already finished, climate part we have finished. Now we have started vegetation part. So what is natural vegetation? In that different types of vegetation. So tropical rainforest, this type of vegetation we have already discussed. Okay, so 5 types of vegetations are there. That is tropical rainforest, tropical deciduous forest, thorny bushes, then mountain vegetation and mangrove forest. Okay, so one by one. So already we have finished tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest is also known as evergreen forest because maximum time and we can see this type of vegetation. Now, the places like Western Ghat, Andaman and Nicobar Island and northeast part, in that part we can able to see the tropical rainforest because in that area they are receiving heavy rainfall. Means this type of vegetation actually growing in that places where vegetation means more rainfalls are there. And this tropical rainforest means a dense forest. Sunlight is not reaching. Okay. Now the next vegetation is that is tropical deciduous forest. So both that rainforest, that is tropical rainforest and tropical deciduous, both it is present in the tropical region, whether a north or a south. You know very well. I told you that tropical means for Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This is the equator, so here and this. So both the vegetation we can able to see in the tropical region. Now tropical part you know now that deciduous means what? Deciduous forest, this forest actually, this type of forest we can able to see where that not more rainfall, है ना? वहां ज्यादा रेनफॉल नहीं होता है जहां पर वहां हम ये ट्रॉपिकल रेन फॉरेस्ट हम देख. दैट मीन्स दिस deciduous forest grow in a less water, है ना? बहुत कम वाटर में भी डेसिडुअस फॉरेस्ट जो है वो ग्रो करता है. जैसे रेन फॉरेस्ट कहाँ ग्रो करता है, बहुत ज्यादा रेनफॉल जहाँ पर होता है. But in that case of tropical rainforest, this forest we can able to see where लेस मीन्स रेन, जहां कम पानी होता है वहां पर ये हम लोग देख सकते हैं. So we can see that the large part of India has a tropical. If we are talking, because we are talking about India, so the large part of India covered by a tropical deciduous forest. India के maximum पार्ट जो अगर हम बोलेंगे, मैक्सिमम स्टेट्स अगर हम देखेंगे वहां पर tropical deciduous forest है. Okay, so in India large part has a tropical deciduous forest. And the one more thing, this forest is also known as a monsoon forest. This forest is also known as monsoon forest. इसको monsoon forest भी बोला जाता है. Okay. Yes, Ashish today. On that day I scolded Ashish, so today he joined. Ashish Mukhe. Yes, good. So they are found in the area which have an average rainfall. In which area we can able to see this type of forest where average rainfall, if we will see, 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter. Rainfall, average rainfall is 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter. That's why before only I told this type of vegetation where less rainfall is there only it is growing. Okay. And average rainfall जहाँ पर 100 से 200 सेंटीमीटर तक होता है, ऐसे एरिया में जो है हम क्या देख सकते हैं, हम ट्रॉपिकल डेसिडुअस फॉरेस्ट वी कैन एबल टू सी द ट्रॉपिकल डेसिडुअस फॉरेस्ट. ओके, नाउ India in a large, that I told you that a large part is covered by this tropical deciduous forest. Okay. One more thing, they are very less dense. This forest is very less dense forest. Okay, these are लेस डेंस फॉरेस्ट. जैसे हमने रेन फॉरेस्ट में क्या देखा था, डेंस फॉरेस्ट होता था, बट हियर लेस डेंस फॉरेस्ट है. मीन्स उतना घना जो है वो जंगल नहीं होता. फॉरेस्ट जो है नॉट दैट मच डेंस. डेंस मीन्स बहुत ज्यादा घना, जिसको that is known as sunlight is not reaching to the up to the ground, that is dense forest. But tropical deciduous forest is less dense forest, means easily sunlight is also reaching in that part. Okay, then one more thing, they shed their leaves in a particular time of the year. Okay, this type of forest, they shed their leaves in a particular period of a time. In the rainforest, what we have a no particular fixed time, है ना, उनमें कोई पर्टिकुलर फिक्स टाइम नहीं, एट अ पर्टिकुलर पीरियड ऑफ अ टाइम. एंड दैट पीरियड इज द नियरली वी कैन से मार्च टू अप्रैल. इस टाइम पीरियड में अगर हम देखेंगे, ये टाइम पीरियड जो है, इन दिस टाइम पीरियड द ट्रॉपिकल डेसिडुअस फॉरेस्ट दे शेड देयर लीव्स, है ना, वो क्या करते हैं, वो दे शेड देयर लीव्स. ओके, नॉट बफरिंग. I am seeing that everybody's, that is, this one is a big, see, that is your problem, beta. Some of the not buffering students are writing not buffering. Some of the students, they are showing this buffering. Maybe your network problem is there, because here that everything is clear only. Okay, just you adjust your network. जहाँ पर बहुत अच्छे से network का, तो ऐसी जगह में बैठो बेटा आप लोग, ठीक है. So, how again, what are the important points if we will see? These are also known as monsoon forest. Then they require very less rainfall, average rainfall where 100 to 200 centimeter. There you can see this type of forest. Then these forests are very less dense forest. Okay, they shed their leaves at a particular period of a time, fixed time. Time होता है उस time पे ही वो shed करते हैं अपने leaves को. Next is we can see that important trees of this forest. What are the important trees of this forest? If we will see, that is sal, teak, people, neem and shisham. These are the important tree we can able to see this tropical deciduous forest. वहां पर ये सारे plants जो है वो grow करते हैं. Now where we can able to see this type of most of the part where we can able to see this type of tree. So they are found in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and parts of Maharashtra. So that means maximum part it is covered by tropical deciduous forest. Maximum part में क्या है? Tropical deciduous forest है. ठीक है, इंडिया के मैक्सिमम पार्ट में ट्रॉपिकल deciduous forest है. So this is all about the tropical deciduous. Both this forest is a tropical rainforest and tropical deciduous forest. Both it is present in the tropical region. Okay, tropical region. Then tropical rainforest is known as evergreen forest because they are growing where heavy rainfalls are. And tropical deciduous forest is known as a monsoon forest where average rainfalls, that is 100 to 200 centimeter average rainfall. Tropical rainforest is a dense forest, whereas tropical deciduous forest is a less dense forest. Okay, so they shed their leaves, tropical rainforest shed their leaves not at a fixed period of time. But here tropical deciduous forest, they shed their leaves at a fixed period of time. एक fixed time है, उस time में ही वो अपने पेड़ के पत्ते जो है गिरा देते हैं और नए पत्ते आते हैं. And that time is particularly March to April, है ना? March to April ये time period में जो है ये फॉरेस्ट के जो पेड़ जो है वो अपने लीव्स को शेड करते हैं. सो व्हाट आर दैट ट्रीज? दैट इज साल, टीक, देन पीपल, नीम एंड शीशम. वेयर वी कैन एबल टू सी most of the part, that is Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, then Chhattisgarh, okay, Odisha, Jharkhand and parts of Maharashtra. So this is all about tropical deciduous forest. Now next we will move towards thorny bushes. Next vegetation, that is thorny bushes. Thorny means you know very well. Thorny bushes. Thorny bushes. This thorny bushes is also known as a forest only. This is also one type of forest, है ना? This is bushes है, but thorny bushes. This is also forest. That's a tropical rainforest and tropical deciduous forest. Similarly, thorny bushes is also one type of vegetation. Okay, so but the main thing is that this type of vegetation we can say that they need a specific climatic condition. They can grow a specific climatic conditions जो होते हैं उसी में ये जो है grow करते हैं. Like not too much hot and less water. Where too much hot is there, climatic conditions. I am talking about the climatic condition. So this type of forest can grow in such a specific climatic condition. That is what? Hot climatic conditions and less water. Where less water is there only this type of vegetation can grow. So you know very well where too much hot and less water, that is the desert area. So we can this type of vegetation we can spatially we can able to see in a desert area. जहाँ पर desert है वहां पर हमें इस टाइप के जो है वेजिटेशन जो है वो देखने के लिए मिलता है. Now we can see this type of vegetation are found in a dry areas of the country. Now the dry area of the country and rainfall very scanty, that is 50 to 100 centimeter. जहाँ एवरेज रेनफॉल जो है वो 50 to 100 सेंटीमीटर इस रेंज में जहाँ रेनफॉल होता है, ऐसे एरिया में जो है हमको ये this type of vegetation we can able to see. Okay. Now the leaves are in the form of spines to reduce the loss of water. Means cactus, you know very well. Cactus जो होते हैं, so उसमें क्या होते हैं cactus? That's why it's known as a thorny. Thorny means जिसमें कांटेदार जो पेड़ होते हैं ना, thorny means जो कांटे जिसमें होते हैं, thorn, that is. So and they can grow in the less water also, in a hot places also. So cactus and this type of plants they have a spine. Why? To reduce the loss of water. जो कम पानी में भी जो है वो ये प्लांट जो है वो ग्रो करते हैं. और स्पेशली क्या होता है जो उनके ट्रांसपिरेशन जो होते हैं वाटर, जो लीव्स में से जो इवेपोरेशन होता है वाटर, तो डेजर्ट में क्या होता है बहुत ज्यादा हीट होता है, ठीक है ना, तो ऐसे प्लांट्स ग्रो करते हैं क्योंकि इसमें क्या होता है लीव्स कम, स्पाइन्स ज्यादा होते हैं, कांटे ज्यादा होते हैं, तो उसमें से ट्रांसपिरेशन का पॉसिबल नहीं होता. अनदर एग्जांपल आई एम गिविंग यू लाइक अ बबुल. बबुल के जो पेड़ होते हैं, यू नो वेरी वेल, बबुल सेम थॉर्न एंड द लीव्स आर वेरी वेरी स्मॉल. सो जो ट्रांसपिरेशन जो है उसमें होने का चांसेस नहीं होते. जिस प्लांट में ये पॉसिबल है वहां पर जो है ये वो सारे प्लांट्स जो है ऐसे एरिया में ग्रो करते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी कैन से cactus, then khair, babul, khikar are important. We can say some important plants that plants grow in that region, where in a desert area. Why? Because in desert area the climate is also very hot and scanty rainfall. So this plant can grow in such a climatic condition. Okay, clear? Now where we can able to see this type of vegetation and thorny bushes, where we can able to see, कहाँ हम ये देख सकते हैं? So we can able to see or we can see that Rajasthan first, that is Rajasthan, then Punjab, then Haryana, eastern slope of Western Ghat. Now another, that is the eastern slope of Western Ghat. अब Western Ghat हमने सबसे पहले उसमें देखा था ट्रॉपिकल रेन फॉरेस्ट में. मैंने आपको बताया था ना कि ट्रॉपिकल रेन फॉरेस्ट वेस्टर्न घाट में होता है. Now this is जो वेस्टर्न घाट हो गया, ये सपोज ये, so this is the वेस्टर्न घाट. वेस्टर्न घाट का ईस्टर्न स्लोप, ये जो पार्ट हो जाएगा, दिस इज नोन एज द ईस्टर्न स्लोप. ये जो एरिया है दैट इज नोन एज द ईस्टर्न स्लोप. ठीक है, ये वेस्टर्न घाट एंड दिस पार्ट, और वी कैन से हियर दैट or that part that is known as the eastern slope. Okay, eastern western ghat के जो है eastern slope में there we can see that this type of vegetation. Okay, now cactus you know very well, उसमें बहुत सारे spines होते हैं, so water loss जो है वो कम होता है. So that's why, and This thorny bushes means what? Cactus only, because this type of vegetation we can able to see where they need such climate conditions where less rainfall is there and hot climate is there. Okay, so this is all about that thorny bushes. Okay. See, four types of vegetation we have, not four, three types of vegetation we have finished. Tropical rainforest, tropical deciduous and thorny bushes. Now the next vegetation is, that is mountain vegetation. Next vegetation is mountain vegetation. Now in this three vegetation, anybody if have any doubt, now itself you ask it. जो मैंने अभी तक आपको थ्री वेजिटेशन पढ़ाया, ट्रॉपिकल रेन फॉरेस्ट, ट्रॉपिकल डेसिडियस फॉरेस्ट एंड थॉर्नी बुशेस. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट यू कैन आस्क. If you don't have, then I will proceed for next vegetation. No ma'am, no doubt. See, because 6th standard basic, this vegetation you will read in a 7th standard. Up to 9th, 10th standard you have to learn about the natural vegetation. In 6th standard the foundation, basic thing you are. जैसे जैसे आप हायर क्लासेस में जाओगे आपको इलैबोरेट वे में आपको यही पढ़ना है, वेजिटेशन के बारे में ही आपको पढ़ना है, इसीलिए बेसिक जो है वो आप अच्छे से क्लियर कर लो. So no doubt, so we will proceed for the next vegetation. Okay, so next vegetation is mountain vegetation. So name, you know, mountain vegetation, that means where we can able to see in the mountain region. Because mountain vegetation, so obviously we will able to see the vegetation in a mountain region. जो mountain region में जो vegetation grow करता है उसके बारे में हम लोग अभी पढ़ेंगे. Now one more thing, just I want to be, ये जो vegetation है mountain vegetation, this vegetation actually varies according to variation in height. ये इतने different vegetation we can able to see in mountain region because it depends upon the height. जितना, because see mountain जो है इतना height होता है, mountain का इतना भी height होता है, mountain का इतना भी होता है, mountain का इतना. So see the height, different variations is there in this mountain. इसमें variation है. So in different variation, in different height, different types of vegetation we can able to see. जैसे आप highest mount, जैसे Mount Everest, take the example of Mount Everest. But आप Mount Everest में जब आप चले जाओगे, वहां पर आपको कोई vegetation देखने के लिए नहीं मिलेगा. क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? क्योंकि that's why we are saying ना, as we go up, the oxygen level is decreasing because no vegetation is there, है ना? वहां पर कोई vegetation ही होता नहीं. तो वेजिटेशन जब नहीं होता है तो आपको ऑक्सीजन कहां से होगा? इसीलिए हाइट एरिया में जो है वहां पर ऑक्सीजन का प्रॉब्लम होता है. ठीक है, तो माउंटेन में ये हमको देखना है कि माउंटेन में एवरी हाइट जो है अलग अलग हाइट में अलग अलग टाइप के वेजिटेशन जो है वो ग्रो होते हैं. ठीक है, सो सपोज अलग हाइट में, जैसे एट अ हाइट बिटवीन 1500 to 2500 मीटर, अगर हम इस रेंज का ले लें 1500 मीटर to 2500 मीटर, ये हाइट अगर हम ले लें माउंटेन्स जो है, इस हाइट में हम लोग क्या देखेंगे? मोस्ट ऑफ द ट्रीज आर इन अ कोनिकल शेप. In this range, most of the vegetation are in a conical shape. You know very well cone जो होता है, conical shape मतलब आइसक्रीम के कोन आपने दिया है. ठीक है, जो माउंटेन, जिस तरह से माउंटेन का शेप होता है उसी तरह वहां का वेजिटेशन भी होता है, सेम. ठीक है, माउंटेन you know very well, top, the peak is small summit and the base is broad base. Small summit, broad base. Here also the vegetation is also same. Small summit and broad base. Now, what is the reason behind this type of vegetation? क्या रीजन हो सकता है इस टाइप के वेजिटेशन का वहां पर माउंटेन रेंज में? इस टाइप के ही वेजिटेशन क्यों होते हैं वहां पर? Do you know this type of vegetations are also known as a coniferous vegetation? Okay, this type of vegetations are also known as coniferous vegetation. Now, why they are coniferous vegetation? You know very well because cone, okay, conical, so coniferous vegetation. But why in a mountain region this type of vegetations are only there? What is the reason? क्या reason हो सकता है? Yes, anybody? Any idea regarding this coniferous? Why this mountain region have a coniferous vegetation? No? Nobody? Yes? Allies what? So that snow does not stay on leaves and spoil it. Okay, okay. Any others? Yes, only Alice, she has given the answer. Now times is also over. Very good, Alice. Yes, correct only. Because why they are having this type of vegetation, conical vegetation, so that snowfall slide down. है ना? ये क्यों ऐसा वेजिटेशन है? स्लाइड डाउन. जितने भी स्नोफॉल होंगे, आप अभी आज का टेलीविजन अगर न्यूज देखे होंगे तो आप देख सकते हो कि हिमाचल प्रदेश में पूरे जगह में जितने भी ट्रीज हैं फुल व्हाइट है, स्नो से वो कवर्ड है. इतना ज्यादा वहां पर स्नोफॉल हो रहा है. ठीक है, अब वही स्नोफॉल अगर इस टाइप के इस पे होता था तो वो तो स्लाइड डाउन नहीं कर पाता था ना. तो इसीलिए यहाँ पर कॉनिकल शेप के वेजिटेशन होता है ताकि जितने भी स्नो है वो स्लाइड हो सके. इसलिए वहां पर कॉनिकल शेप के. यस, एवरीबॉडी इज गिवन द आंसर. यस, करेक्ट, गुड. कॉनिकल इसीलिए होता है तो स्नोफॉल जो है वो स्लाइड डाउन हो जाए. ठीक है, और यहाँ पर जो है माउंटेन वेजिटेशन जो है बहुत अलग अलग वेरिएशंस के हाइट होते हैं. अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर हाइट different vegetations we can able to see in this mountain vegetation. For example, deodar, that pine tree. Okay, these are the example of chir. These are the important trees we can able to see in the mountain region. Okay, so this is all about your mountain vegetation. Again, I will discuss tomorrow again once. Before that mountain vegetation, then we will go for the mangrove forest, the last for vegetation left. Okay, so thank you all of you, and if you have any doubt then tomorrow you ask it. Once you go through the textbook, in textbook not it is given there in details. इतना डिटेल्स में तो दिया हुआ नहीं है आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में. ठीक है, फिर भी अगर आपको कोई डाउट है तो आप कल फील फ्री, tomorrow you can ask. Okay, so thank you all of you.